Raiders and the Houston Texans. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bridgewater now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First down, Bryant. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Open man is Galladay, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, Bryant. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bryant. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Bryant. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Stay with your man. Watch the eye. Check 99.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, McFarland. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on first down. Bryant. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the counter, Ingram. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check.
On third down, Bryant. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 55 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing again. Bryant. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll get this one to Galladay. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Right there. 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. That's it. Lucky. Right 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
We got to work.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You ain't going no screen.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Play action now. Bridgewater. Open man is QT, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Shit. He's checking. He's checking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bryant. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Bridgewater. Got an open man, it's QT. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Buddy up, 52. Defense with hop up. Check hot route. Hot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Check 31, check 31. Rotate, 52. Time to go, night. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
On third down, McFarland. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They toss to Ingram. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Set, ready. You.
To throw on second down. Bryant. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Like 56.
From the gun, Bryant. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Bryant. This one complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56,
To throw on 3rd down. Bryant going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Damian Ratley, 72 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 41. Hey, let's get out the field.
Here's Bridgewater. He finds an opening past the 40. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And all the way up to the 46. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, you got tight left, tight his left. We got 4. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, check.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On second and 11 now. Bridgewater. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got motion. Back up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Stop your whining.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. SOS. Shift. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Right here. Right there in the middle. 55.
On first down, Bryant. The open man here, Renfro. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, Bryant. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Bryant. They go screen. This is Ingram. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Switch up, switch up.
Throwing on 1st down. Bryant. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
56.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 83 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.